Congratulations to Paul Nuttall, officially declared the most popular guy in UKIP, which has got to feel like a bit of a hollow victory. It's a bit like being the least annoying PPI claims cold caller or...
Ooh, I got one. The funniest feminist comedian.
Or the most logical anti-Trump protester ever.
Or the most attractive of Donald Trump's chins. But let's speak now to one of the party faithful, Lavender Dar, Pleasure Beach. So what is your reaction to the news?
Well, I'm bloody delighted. I think we've appointed the white candidate for the job.
Oh, come now, Kate. You can't play a character a little bit more believable than that? And why did you draw those eyebrows so high upon that face?
Well, it looks like her knowledge of makeup is running parallel with her knowledge of comedy.
And don't you just love that speech impediment? Right is white. But then again, Kate, is that really a speech impediment, or is it more or less a Freudian push? Can't really call it a Freudian slip anymore, can you? I mean, it is part of your skit. Ooh, that kind of begs the question. Are you the white YouTuber or the right YouTuber?
Well, I would say I'm the white YouTuber, but when you tell feminist political comedians that, you can't really have a logical debate with them because they're going to assume you're always wrong.
Did you mean the right candidate?
Yes, the white candidate. He's a unity candidate. We need to bring everyone in Britain together so we can all, as one, say, we don't like that lot over there on the other side of the water.
Man, Modwain, I can't tell whether it's British comedy that's failing or her comedy that's failing. But you know what? To be fair to all Brits out there, I'm going to just say it's her comedy that's failing so far. But hey, maybe later down in the video, she'll actually give us a laugh or two.
Okay, so it wasn't a speech impediment, because if the impediment is that you can't pronounce the R, then it would be white instead of right, fair enough, but then it also would be Britain instead of Britain, no?
I think she's just trying to make fun of white people because that's all the rage right now.
Nice little Brexit dig there, though. Pretty well put. Let's get in that xenophobia. Let's go for that separation anxiety. Let's go there, sure.
Now, Nuttall wants to ban the burqa in public places. He says, and this is true, that a ban on wearing the burqa is vital to protect the rights of those women who don't have a choice about whether or not to wear a burqa. Yeah, he literally said that without any irony. The best way to protect choice is to take it away from the other. It's like saying we want to promote the freedom to eat bacon by taking away the right to eat beans and sausages.
What, was that a joke? Oh my god, I thought my comedy was bad.
So, Kate, are you really unaware that there are women out there that are forced to wear the burqa because of the religion that they are born in? This is something that does happen, you know. Not everyone wears the burqa by choice. And White, tell me, do you like bacon? Because I can eat bacon without sausages and beans.
Fuck yeah, I like bacon, but she's making me feel depressed about bacon. I didn't think that was possible.
Well, it's a terrible medieval practice. Paul wants us to live in a modern, progressive society where gay rights aren't protected, sexism's tolerated, the death penalty is brought back, and women who want abortions are forced into the back streets.
Well, this is what the progressive left is pushing for. They would have called it Sharia, but that name is already taken. I'm pretty sure UKIP is not about that, though.
He says that he's a Catholic, and on gay rights and abortion, he's said we are 100% behind the Catholic Church. So is religion important to UKIP's policies?
I don't know, is it important to not scramble a fetus's brains and then suck it out?
Yeah, no, I get it. Catholic. Wrong religion, mate. Wrong religion.
Yeah, but this is what unoriginal comedians do. They make fun of the three things nowadays: Catholics, Trump supporters, or white people. I don't get offended by it at all. I just think it's boring because how unoriginal it is.
Oh yes, worshipping a guy from the Middle East is a key part of being British. I'm not like Nutroast Corbyn, no. I celebrate all the good British Christian festivals like Christmas Day, Pancake Day, Bonfire Night.
Isn't Bonfire Night about burning a Catholic who was trying to get into Parliament?
Oh, really, Kate? It's your own heritage. Brilliantly put, though. Yeah, he must have been a Catholic. Well, it's true that the anti-Catholic sentiments were brought in, considering that, England wasn't really Catholic. But no, he tried to blow up Parliament. Well, not just him, but he got caught for it. I do kind of like that she jumps on bonfire night, but totally ignores Pancake Day. Because, yeah, Pancake Day is also one of those great religious festivities, right?
To be honest, I'm surprised America hasn't adopted Pancake Day. I mean, I'm down.
And then to think it's her own script.
Look, we're trying to stand up for ordinary Christians. It's not easy being Christian in 2016. I mean, it's a load of unscientific bollocks. But we're good at unscientific bollocks. I mean, Nuttall himself calls climate change a money-led scam. Christians in this country, they're like my coat. They're an endangered species.
Funny how the social justice warrior mind works, because when science brings up biology and gender or sex, the social justice mind just goes, nope, not gonna listen.
I don't know about you, but I really get this laugh or I'll shoot mentality out of it. When is she going to be funny?
Okay, look, let's deal with this, right? I tell you what I think we should do for Christians.
She is so high and mighty. What a fat fucking head.
Let me guess. Put them all in a camp.
Let's build them a large, ornate building in every single town, borough, village, hamlet, and let's fill up every high street with lights for a whole month when their special festival comes along. Let's have literally every shop packed from wall to wall with tacky Christmas packaging and marketing.
See, I don't understand this. White, can you explain this to me?
Well, you see, Modwain, here over in America, this kind of speech is clarified as the war on Christmas. Now, honestly, the war on Christmas seems it's a little overrated. It's a dumb word to use, the war on Christmas. It kind of waters down the real debate that could be had. But basically, it's a bunch of little pussies and bitches who go, oh, I don't like that you're trying to force your religion on me. You're trying to force the Christmas tree and the stars and all this Jesus nonsense. It's too much. You're forcing your religion on me. It's like, no one's forcing your religion. Mostly we celebrate it to get together as people, to love each other, to give. That's really, the meaning of Christmas has evolved to give. To be fair, it was supposed to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, but here in America, it's really just to give. I don't understand why people hate that, but of course people hate everything that is related to Christianity nowadays in America, so there you go.
Why do people think that most Christians are happy about the commercialization of the birth of Jesus?
That's a really good question, and I can't speak for all Christians. I can only speak for myself, and I do know some Christians that think, yeah, it's kind of gotten carried away. I mean, listen, and I think so too. Christmas commercials starting before Thanksgiving, I mean, around Halloween time, that's fucking OD, but advertisers are going to do what they want to do to make money. But I also do know a lot of Christians who go, I'm okay with it, you know, I mean, you buy gifts for the kids, you get together with family and friends, you have good food. So I know people that don't like it, I know people that do like it, and both are Christians, so, you know, it's whatever.
Let's even reserve some special seats in Parliament just exclusively for religious leaders, you know, like they do in Iran. Oh, and let's have the Prime Minister still, after all of that, carry on acting as though somehow Christians are entitled to more.
Of course, we're now into the season of Advent, and we have a very strong tradition in this country of religious tolerance and freedom of speech, and our Christian heritage is something we can all be proud of. And I'm sure we would all want to ensure that people at work do feel able to speak about their faith and also feel able to speak quite freely about Christmas.
Yeah, you're right, Kate, you're right. How dare they allow people to talk freely about their religion, especially if it's the Christian religion, especially if it's in a Christian country. This goes against... No, it doesn't go against anything, Kate. Are you trying to make us feel that this is something bad? Because I don't get it.
Also, he looks like a bouncer.
What? I thought we were talking about religions and all that. Are we back on Paul Mottle again?
I don't think we should judge people on their looks.
Well, didn't you make a joke about Donald Trump's chins earlier?
Oh dear, that's a pretty bad burn you gave yourself there.
Actually, it was a reference to the fact that he considered those photos unflattering and had tried to suppress them in the media, and various media responded angrily to the idea that the president should be able to control the press by publishing the off-putting photos. And if anyone in the UK media needs an off-putting photo of Paul Nuttall, I suggest this fucking awesome one by Guy Smallman, which I think captures a really telling angle.
Basically, I'm allowed to contradict myself because when you're a leftist, you're allowed to be a hypocrite.
Okay, this is what I hear, but tell me whether I'm right or wrong, White. I'm insulting Donald Trump because he doesn't like this picture because he feels it's bad. Therefore, I have every right to make fun of him, but one shouldn't make fun of anyone else unless I do it myself. Isn't that basically what she's saying?
Ding, 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 ding. Show him what he's won.
But still, the point is, let's not judge people on their looks, okay?
When I hear you talk like that, I mean, the double standards are so big. It really, really makes me think of that song from Phil Collins. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Makes me think of that.
No, leave that to the UK Borders Agency, eh? But it'll be useful to have a leader who looks like a bouncer for our new party slogan. If you're not on the list, you're not coming in.
I wonder how many awful jokes it's going to take for her to realize that this character isn't working. Well, really, her whole shtick isn't working.
Yeah, and he's probably better at recognizing children as well. Because remember these guys that were let in because they were kids?
Also, for the next time one of our meetings descends into an actual fight like it did in Strasbourg the other month.
Nuttall had actually said that the punch-up was the best thing to happen to UKIP. And to be honest, I can't even argue with that. I mean, I am openly against any sort of violence, blood sports. I think all conflict should be resolved with poetry slams, competitive macrame and oily group sex. But I genuinely cannot think of a single thing UKIP have ever done that was more useful to the future of humanity than to physically hurt each other.
So, first you tell us that, I don't know, making fun of the way someone looks is bad unless you do it. And then you tell us that, yeah, you're really, really against all forms of violence unless it's done in a way that you feel it's okay. I'm sorry, Kate. You are filled with double standards, aren't you?
I'm just mad because she said poetry slams are okay.
His explanation is that after the incident, everyone woke up, which is true, but it is a terrible choice of phrase when you remember that one of them woke up in intensive care.
I'm not really sure, Kate, if you're now talking like double standard, Kate, or taking a lot of leeway with reality, Kate. Because yes, there was an altercation between UKIP members, Steve Wolf and Mike Hookham, and they had a little bit of a fisticuff, which basically stopped around 10 a.m. And then at 12:30, during a vote, Steve Wolf collapsed. Now, it's more likely than not that it's because of the altercation, but it's not 100% sure. And Steve Wolf himself said, "I'm smiling as ever after it all was over." So why are you making it sound like this is something that should not have happened? Well, maybe it shouldn't have, but in all fairness, Stephen was the one that started it.
I got this information from UKIP's own newsletter, or as it's better known, the Daily Express. It was right underneath a link to a headline that read, "Watch, presenter accidentally flashes her breast after wardrobe malfunction on live TV." So we know that they're covering, or uncovering all the important stories.
Just like you're covering all the important original comedy.
Yeah, don't worry, Kate. We kind of assume that you're not going to flash, and that suits us fine.
No, but look, I mean, we all know the Express is just trying to offer titillating clickbait for their readers. There's loads of it, right? Furious TV star is left humiliated after male colleague lifts up her top live on air. Gorgeous model exposes all in sheer underwear on the catwalk. Shock images. Is this Hitler's Nazi bride, Eva Braun, pictured naked? Whoa. Hang on. Naked pictures of Eva Braun. I'm not making this up, okay? The Express are literally just admitting that their readers like to wank while thinking about the Nazis.
Nazi titties! Thanks, Kevin Hart.
No, let me explain this to you. It's not that they like to wank to the Nazis. They like to wank to women. And Eva Braun is one of the women of history. And that might make some people think, well, why not? I don't know. I'm just filling it up. But I'm pretty sure no one is going, "Ooh, Eva Braun, she was with Hitler, let's do it." Nope, not happening.
I'm down.
Oh, sexy Nazis.
Farage has described his legacy, saying UKIP has shifted to the centre of gravity for British politics and even claiming credit for Trump's election in the US. And the thing is that to a certain extent, both of these things are true. The question is much less have UKIP has an effect, but why have we let them have so big an effect? And the answer, of course, is the media.
The media, Kate? Are you sure? The media? Well, if it is the media, it's because the media didn't listen, because the media was constantly against Brexit and against UKIP. But the people voted differently. And this is what we saw in America as well. The media was all for Hillary Clinton. The people, however, decided to go for Trump. And this is what you don't see. This is what you don't get. And still, you make it sound like they're the bad guys. You don't understand it. It's not them that don't understand it. It's you that doesn't understand it.
You know, Farage was never elected an MP. He was only ever an MEP, part of an organisation that he himself calls undemocratic.
He's not wrong though, is he?
Nuttall won the UKIP leadership contest with about 9,000 votes, 63%, and yet the BBC described it as a thumping win. Meanwhile, when Caroline Lucas and Jonathan Bartley won the Green Party leadership competition with 85% and 13,000 votes, the BBC immediately started doing stories about how Green Party activists were unhappy about the arrangements. Meanwhile, UKIP seemed to get a representative on almost every TV and radio show, often just somebody who's a local councillor or a party campaigner or a candidate. There are parties with more MPs than UKIP, and you don't know what the initials in their name stand for, let alone what their key policies are. And this can only mean that the media coverage is a load of skewed twaddle. They are letting them move the centre ground, and 9,000 votes is a tiny, tiny number of people to be given that much power.
Well, sorry, but you can't just make up the rules while they go along. You can't just decide, oh, I don't like the rules anymore because your person that you wanted to win lost. Sorry, sister, that's not how this fucking world works. It's not the media that runs the country, it's the people.
Well, as I said earlier, everyone thought Brexit would not happen, and UKIP said it would. So basically, and this is something that a lot of media is now recognizing, these guys know better what's going on in the country than the media does. So what is wiser, to continue to talk to the people that don't really know what's going on, or the people that do know what's going on? There's a reason why they are asking UKIP members to speak out, because apparently they know what's going on. Don't you think that this is what's happening in America now too, White? I mean, isn't this the whole thing? I mean, oh well, they voted for Trump. Trump must be bad. Therefore, we must keep pushing the idea that Trump is bad, even though there are a lot of people out there who actually, well, they might not like Trump, but they still like him better than Hillary.
That's pretty much exactly what happened in America. I mean, you watch all these quote-unquote experts, these pundits that worked on the polls going, oh, Trump doesn't stand a chance, it's going to be he's going to get demolished by Hillary, and then all of a sudden Trump wins, and you go, well, what the fuck happened to all your experts on the TV? What happened? Did you guys not know what was going to happen? And it's, you know what this kind of relates to, in my eyes here in America? Vegas. And you're probably going, what do you mean? Well, guess what? You get all these quote-unquote experts on sports on TV going, oh, the game's going to go this way because so-and-so, or this team doesn't have a chance because of blah, blah, blah. But then you go, wait, you guys get it wrong all the time. And then you realize, oh, wait, let me go to fucking Vegas. Let me see what Vegas Insider has to say. You know why Vegas is usually right when they do their point spreads and they give you all the points for the games and all that kind of shit? You know why? Because money, because green. They put so much effort to know what's going to happen, to predict what's going to happen, because they know that the true color in this whole fucking world, the only one that matters, is green. They have so much money invested on making sure that these point spreads are right, that they are the true people you should trust in terms of sports, not all these quote-unquote experts that have no skin in the game and nothing to lose if so-and-so wins or if the other team wins.
We should be fighting this. We should be fighting for the broader public, for the people, for us, the normal people, with reasonable, non-extremist views, to have our voices heard as loudly and amplified, as enthusiastically by the media, as this small group of extremists are, led now by this other, even more extreme extremist. And instead of it, what are we doing? We're sat there wanking over Nazis.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kate, but I wouldn't consider you part of the normal people. You are an extremist yourself. You're a lying friggin' feminist. And you're not lying because you are a feminist, but you are a feminist who also lies to make her point come across. And then when someone else says something you don't like, you get agitated. Basically what you're doing now with UKIP. You're not happy with the fact that they get attention. But they apparently seem to know what a lot of people in Great Britain seem to think or feel. I'm sorry. You can't get more wrong than you're getting right now. Then again, that is an accomplishment. Well done, I'm proud. And of course you had to get that Nazi dig in the end, because hey, everyone who doesn't agree with you must be a Nazi. Or a misogynist. I've heard you say that in the past as well. But I'm curious what you think, White. I mean, this is me, and I have a lot of stuff to say about feminism and all that bullshit, but maybe I'm wrong. What do you think?
Damn, Modwain, I just think she's not funny. I mean, she actually made Trevor Noah look halfway decent, which I thought was an impossibility, but, well, to be fair, the nightly show actually made Trevor look a quarter way decent. That show was fucking terrible. Thank God it was canceled. Come on, Comedy Central, you gotta start pumping out some good shows. You have been on an awful domino effect with your TV shows lately. Anyways, man, she's not funny. And of course she's gonna, put her confirmation bias and label it as fact with her little program. So Kate she's not funny, and she actually made fucking Trevor Noah look halfway decent. And like I said, I can't believe that can happen. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. I really enjoyed working with Modwain Aileron, and he's a really cool dude to listen to. So check out his channel. The link will be in the description below. Subscribe if you like his stuff. I urge you to definitely subscribe. He pumps out a good amount of videos, and they're fun to listen to.
Yeah, I really enjoyed making this co-op as well. So yeah, people, go check out the White YouTuber. Link is down below. Go subscribe to him, and he is really funny. Just, tell him I sent you or something. And as always, criticism is more than welcome. I hope to see you all next time.